Hello and welcome back, and today I've got an absolute cracker for you. My Vindaloo recipe, my absolute pride and joy, tweaked over the years based on the classic Goan recipe. It traditionally use coconut vinegar, Goan vinegar. Instead, in all the takeaways they're using distilled vinegar. You can get this stuff anywhere, like any supermarket in the UK. Go and get it. There's a few special ingredients again. Kashmiri chili, and if you want to control the heat in it, I put 2 teaspoons of extra hot chili powder. 4 is what they usually use in sort of takeaways. You can strip that right back and put none in, or you can grind down some Carolina peppers and use them instead and have the most craziest hot Vindaloo you could possibly get. Entirely your call, but that's how you control the heat. Enjoy making it. I have to say, my brother-in-law has been to Goa and told me that this recipe is easily as good as anything he had over there. Enjoy making it. It's phenomenal, and I can't wait to hear what you say about it.
So the first thing we need to do is prep some Kashmiri chilies to go into our tomato paste that we're going to make. So 4 Kashmiri chilies and 4 tablespoons of distilled vinegar. One of the key ingredients of Vindaloo is vinegar, but they use Goan vinegar, which you cannot get. Even I've tried my hardest to get that Goan. It's coconut vinegar, basically. You can't get it. So the takeaways instead use distilled vinegar. It's the same as what they use in sweet and sour for Chinese sauce. You can get it from pretty much any supermarket in the UK. So then we need to get half a pack of chicken thighs and score them and cut them into decent sized pieces to go in the curry. We're going to score these and make a marinade out of turmeric, garlic and English mustard powder. So put them in a bag. Teaspoon of turmeric, heaped teaspoon of Colemans English mustard powder, and about 3 cloves of garlic pureed with a bit of water. Tip that in. Shake it up, make sure all the meat's coated with all that marinade, and either put it in the fridge overnight, that bag, or do what I did, which was just let it marinate for about 30 minutes in the fridge. So pop that aside in the fridge. Then we need to go back to our tomato paste. So we're going to make this properly now. So 3 garlic cloves, a thumb's worth of ginger, all that Kashmiri chili and all that vinegar into a pot. About half a tub of good quality tomato puree. That's the stuff I get from the Asian supermarket. It equates to about a heaped tablespoon of tomato puree, and then a heaped teaspoon of Heinz tomato ketchup, teaspoon of Cumin Seeds, and a good pinch of dry Fenugreek leaves or Kasouri Methi. In we go. Give it a good blend, make it a really super fine paste, and set that aside. Parboil about a baked potato with a teaspoon of turmeric and a teaspoon of salt, and set that aside. Parboil for about 10 minutes basically. A tablespoon of coriander, a teaspoon of cumin seeds because we want to make the powder spice blend now, and a teaspoon of black peppercorns, and the insides of 3 green cardamoms. So the seeds, but not the husk, of 3 green cardamoms. In you go. And take the heads of 4 cloves. So just the heads, we don't need the sticks. Pick the heads off and powder them in. That's how you do that, just like that. 4 cloves. There we go. 4 cloves done. Heat them just till they become fragrant. Put them in a spice grinder. Give them a good blitz to make them into a fine powder. Then put that powder into a jar or a containment unit of some kind. Add a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of turmeric. In you go. 2 heaped teaspoons of Kashmiri chili powder. It's not hot, this, don't forget. It's not hot. It's mostly for colour and flavour. And now you control the heat. So 4 teaspoons of extra hot chili powder is insanely hot. 3 is quite hot. 2 is hot but not insane, and 1 is Nana might die from it, but everyone else will be okay. Okay? Teaspoon of ginger powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and that is your spice powder blend mixed ready. That's ready for the Vindaloo. That's got 2 teaspoons of chili powder in it, extra hot chili powder. That's how hot I wanted this, because I wanted at least my wife to try it. Then we take that marinated chicken meat and brown it off on both sides. Give it a good fry. Talking about 7 minutes on the highest heat possible. Brown them off, both sides. And put them aside in an oven just on a warm temperature, like 90, 100 degrees, just to keep them warm while you cook the curry, because they're going to go back in a bit. So, a bit more oil to the same pan, a little sprinkling of black peppercorns, a little sprinkling of cinnamon bark, and 1 bay leaf. And this is on a really mild, low heat at the moment, the pan. Add 1 medium-sized grated onion. I like it grated because you get the big chunks and you get the little pureed bits, and that, just fry that in now until it caramelizes, goes golden. Look at that. On a medium heat. Get in there now. Then we're going to make a well in the middle. One of the Shenyaski trademark wells in the middle, a bit of oil, and we're going to add that tomato garlic puree into that little well there and fry that. This is on a medium heat now, the pan, a medium heat. Fry that in, and what we're trying to do now as we fry this, we're not trying to burn it. Just gently remove the harsh garlicky rawness from it, okay? And this is in real time. This is me stirring it in now, frying it and stirring it into the onion. Mix it in, medium heat, mix it in there, taking all that harshness away and the garlic flavour, the tomato. And mixing it in nicely and frying it. Getting there now. There we go. So that's looking good. That's looking good. So now we're going to add half a tin of good quality chopped tomatoes. Just half a tin. I get the ones from Costco. It's like organic tomato. They're well nice. I'll put which ones they are at the end of this. Mix that in. Again, the pan's still on medium heat. And now we're going to add that whole powder spice blend. I've said before in curries, because you've toasted these, you don't fry these powders. You wait until there's a good barrier of like sauce and stuff to protect it, and then gently heat it and let it release. So this is on a low to medium heat pan. Add some shredded ginger and stir that in, and then let all those oils release from the powdered spices on a low to medium sort of gentle heat, okay? Add 250ml of water, stir it in and just continuing to let it simmer on that low medium heat. Good 2 pinches of salt, and I'll be seasoning all the way through this again, checking it all the way through. So 2 pinches of salt went in then. Get 3 green finger chilies. Got to be them. They're not too hot. Well, they're fairly hot, but all about the flavour. Insane amounts of flavour in them. So 2 more pinches of salt. In we go. Give it a stir. Keep it simmering on a nice low medium heat. Add another 100ml of water. Keep that water going in. Get those flavours released from those spices. And now we're going to add the chicken and the boiled potato and all the juices. In we go. Give it a stir. Another 100ml of water, and then we're just going to leave that to simmer now for about 10-15 minutes. I'd say 15 minutes it was actually. About 15 minutes on a low to medium heat. Let it reduce, let it intensify. Continue to cook those potatoes through basically, and those potatoes don't go soggy. They go really just an amazing sort of resistant texture. It's incredible, it really is. The potatoes alone are a phenomenal part of this. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar, and that is it. Just 1, because bear in mind we already have 4 tablespoons of vinegar from when we made the garlic chili tomato paste at the start. Okay, as you saw, I put in a fresh tomato, thinly sliced. Right at the end this is now. Check for seasoning. Good handful of chopped coriander fresh. The heat is now off. Stir that in and get ready to serve it. You are done, pal. That curry, I'm telling you now, is absolutely phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You do it how I do it on here and you are going to nail it, and this is going to be the best curry you've ever made in your entire life. I'm telling you, it's so good. It is so good. Put it in some pans, make it look authentic, like you're going to sell it or something, which you're not. You're going to freeze one and eat the other straight away. Okay? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Also, next day, this is when you know you've made a good curry. Next day, even better. So if you dare, you could put that in the fridge now, not eat it, and eat it the following day, and it is absolutely blow your socks off amazing. Enjoy cooking it. Let me know how you get on. I'll try and give you a link to all the ingredients, and take care, stay safe. Damn you, Corona. Hopefully it'll be gone soon. God, I hope so. Bye.